find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Washington Commanders. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now the veteran workhorse, here's James Conner. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Well, these two teams, Charles, Arizona and Washington, 2023 a new beginning for both. Of course, for the Cardinals, a new coach, Jonathan Gannon, coming over from Philadelphia, where he was the defensive coordinator on their run to the NFC title, and then new ownership here in Washington.
And that gives each franchise a chance to start fresh, to turn the page. And I'm looking at Washington. They could be sneaky good. Despite the fact they didn't make the playoffs last year and the other three teams in their division did, Washington finished 500 at 8-1. They could make a jump.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Murray a give. This is Conner. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Emmanuel Forbes up from the secondary to make the tackle. From the 21, here's second down and 5. Here's Murray. That pass complete to Moore. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this will be swung out here for Conner. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals are on the board here first in the season opener.
Kyler Murray, to the surprise of no one, finished second amongst quarterbacks with 11 rushing touchdowns in 2020. Just 3 in 11 games in 2022. But let's face it, anytime he's maneuvering around, we expect him to take off and go, and he did it on that play.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out left to Dotson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
On second down, a run with Gibson. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Howell. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Murray from midfield. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the throne room after this ball game, tell all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. On first down, right back to Gibson. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 42 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7. Here's Gibson on the read option.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
6-0 our score after 1.
Cardinals 6, Commanders 0.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Well, good job shifting right, finding his target. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 33 yards that time. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray.
Quick hit here, it's complete.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Throwing again, Murray. Rolling to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incomplete.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Extra point good by Prater. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
Taking it right down Broadway.
Antonio Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson.
61 yards.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead down to 3 at 13-10.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 1. Play fake. Murray. They'll roll him out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run forward with counter. Oh, a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
First down, Arizona.
Throwing now is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Dancing to his left. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, 28 yards. And the Cards are able to widen their advantage.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Prater for the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter one, they struggled. Quarter two here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On the draw, it's Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Effort play from B.J. Ojulari to drop him for a loss.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll give him 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Flush to his right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. This is fielded at the 7. So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
Murray now on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You can cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Corner. 3rd and 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's out right at the 25. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Here's Murray. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Howell down to throw it. He's got Turner. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Here's Howell. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Garrett Williams. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So how about that? You draft him in the 1st round back in April, hoping he'll make some plays for you. And now look at this. Instant dividends. A pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Put that ball on the mantle at home, young man.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
127 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Straight ahead, Gibson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Powell. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to the ground with Gibson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Off play action. It's Howell. Looking for the crossing receiver. He's got it. It's Samuel. And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
I'll tell you what, this offense has been a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Gibson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Gibson again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
That's complete to his running back, Connor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Murray. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Shotgun now from Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Anthony Schwartz, 32 yards. And the Cardinals have retaken a third quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege.
It's a foot race. And they work this right upfield across the 45. 160 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Howell. This pass into the hands of Turner. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A give up the middle to Gibson. There he goes again. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They start with a give to Connor. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On play action, it's Murray. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. You got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Gibson here running out of the gun. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He's got Gibson on the out route. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run again here with Robinson. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's a give to Gibson.
And he stopped immediately there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Now a 2nd and 10. Handoff for Gibson.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
On third down, here's Gibson.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Murray now on 1st down.
And this will be swung out here for counter.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
He's got McBride.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Back to throw. Murray eluding the pressure right.
This is taken in by McBride. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
Down the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Powell going to go down to a knee, and that should just about wrap this up. CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be